Oh, hi. Welcome to the classiest review you'll see today. I am the Classy Critic. So, if you've been on the internet at all, or anywhere else on the planet of Earth, you know that there's a new Star Wars movie coming out this year. Well, in that, I am going to review every single Star Wars movie. Not in this one review. I will never do that again. But might as well start off with the very first one to start the series. A New Hope. Episode 4. Why? Anyways, I have to think about this movie in the perspective of I'm there in the 70s watching this movie. Because there's a lot of things in this movie that is really hard to get past if you're watching it right now, to be perfectly honest. Alright, Star Wars, A New Hope. In this movie you've got Luke Skywalker. Yes, Luke Skywalker. What kind of last name is Skywalker? But anyways, he's like on this search of destiny. Old master comes, find him. They need to go into outer space, save princess, lose the master. They go blow up the Death Star, and you know the story. It's Star Wars. I mean, come on. This movie hits a lot of points that are actually pretty interesting, of just like space and all that stuff, and like what would everything be like. And let me just tell you this. Every single alien is just amazing to look at. I mean, they're all different, they're all interesting in their own ways. I mean, just look at all of them. This movie really isn't heavy on action. I mean, there's action in there, but really it's more focused on like the characters and the trials they go through. And it also sets up this mystery of like his father dying and like Darth Vader, and just every single Darth Vader, of course, is like amazing, mainly just because he's one of the most iconic villains in history. Now, of course, the soundtrack. Oh my god, the soundtrack is phenomenal. I mean, all Star Wars soundtracks are phenomenal. I mean, just listen to all of them. They're just mind-blowing, basically. This movie, of course, will hit like a nostalgia spot for everybody who grew up with this movie, who saw this movie. Me, of course, being younger, I still grew up with this movie, and I still like this movie. But let me just talk about this. The effects. Now, from a 70s standpoint, the effects are mind-blowing, amazing. From today, they're still okay. They're just okay. The only reason why I say it's okay is because I can see where we can get better, but I can also see where it got worse. But it also gives that point of like, how did they do all that at this time whenever CGI or all that special effects wasn't even really a thing? But yeah, the effects are good and okay. I'm just saying, from today's standpoint, they're not the best, but they're still good, and they still kind of hold up to today. And the space scenes, I mean, they're spaces. There's nothing really, I mean, it is huge and massive, and they pull that off really well. But I mean, there's nothing really else to talk about in The New Hope, since it's just like the first movie of a trilogy and a prequel, and now a 7th movie coming out at the end of this year. Overall, this movie, I'd give it a 4 out of 5 stars. And remember, stay classy. Yeah. Trust me, Classy, you won't be able to review the next Star Wars movies. Especially once I use this against you.